Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another iRacing replay with myself, Babylon Come. And this week, we're at Silverstone. Woohoo! Silverstone Baby! Albeit the 2008 legacy track, and this is the national short circuit. But it's still Silverstone. Yeah. And guess what? Guess what? You'd never guess. I'll get this underway, and then I'll let you know. I qualified P2. I'm on the front row. I told you I knew Silverstone. Right, so it's the production car, SimLabs production car challenge as usual. This is week 6, so we're halfway through the season. As I said, we're in Silverstone, the national track of the old legacy 2008 version. And yeah, I qualified 106.8. The guy in pole was a 106.5, so 300ths of a second. Then the guy in third, oops, sorry, volumes. The guy in third was a 107 something, so over half a second behind us. And I'm not going to give too much away, but this is an exciting race. It really is. Hold on to your seats, gentlemen and ladies. Here we go. Okay, it's a rolling start as usual. So we're about halfway around now. That's me, by the way, if you don't know, in the blue and white car, number 2. Set up on P2, left-hand side of the grid. We're just following the pace car now around to the start-finish. In fact, here we come up to it now. Pace car should pull off in a moment, go into the pits. Yeah, nice camera view. And we're off. As I said, I'm not going to give too much away, but yeah, watch. So into the first corner. The pole guy takes, he goes into me, oh, it's all happening, it's too much. Basically, tyres were cold, I knew it was a bit slippy on that corner. It all happened very quickly there, you might want to rewind that and watch it again. Basically, the third car and the first car hit each other. I tried to avoid them, lost the back end a little bit, went into the guy in 5th, I think, who effectively just pushed me off the track. I couldn't do much about it. He was just going that way, and I was behind him. So my car's knackered. It's steering heavily to the right. But what I'm going to do, it's a short circuit, so I'm just going to do what I can, get round to the pits. I'm already down to about P15, maybe a bit higher. But don't worry, it's still a damn good race. Okay, I had my chance on my first podium, and that's not going to happen. Maybe not. Really, is that the start-finish? Wow. Okay, coming around into the pits.
100 meters.
Luckily, at this level, it's an instant repair. I knew that, so that's why I pushed through. So there's me pit board guy down the end there. And the second one, because I qualified P2.
50 meters.
It's literally going to be a stop, repair, and go.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
So out of cops. Down towards maggots. I'm now in about P20, I think. So, yeah, within 2 laps, gone from 2nd to 20. And there's 23 cars in total. I think one guy disconnected at that first corner. So, there's probably a couple of cars behind me, but I'm pretty much last. But as I said, don't turn away, keep watching. This is an exciting replay, I can tell you that now. There was some damn good racing going on, if I say so myself. Basically, my mindset at the moment is, right, I've qualified P2. I'm at least a second quicker than all bar one guy. So I'm just going to put my head down. I know this track like the back of my hand. I'm so familiar with Silverstone. I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of laps here over the years in different games. So head down, here we go. Let's see what we can do. So around Cops, there's already a guy coming out of the pits. I'm obviously catching him up quite quickly. Is that the guy from... No, it can't be. No, the guy on pole was number 10. Looked similar colours. But I've already got about 6 incident points. My race is buggered. It's unlikely I'm going to get on the podium. So I'm in full aggressive mode now, guys and girls. I'm just going for it. There's going to be very little sympathy for me at this moment. I'm just going for it. So with the wonderful TV angles we've got here. Sorry about that, it's out of my control. Oh, that was a bit loud. Let's come around the Cops, one of my favourite corners. Just a dab of the brake, down one gear, and then pretty much almost straight back on the throttle. As you see, I just flew past that guy. Coming down to Maggots, there's no Beckett's because this is the national circuit, but yeah, hard on the brakes, down into second. Full throttle now, back down the hanger straight. Up to nearly 5th, not quite making it for 5th. Of course, we can't adjust the gear ratios on this car. As I found out last week, or the week before, there's 6 gears in these things. So coming around towards left field. See, I even know the corners. You've got to be very patient in this corner until you find the apex, which has just gone past. You'll see all the inexperienced drivers will just come on the throttle a little too early on that one. So I think I'm up into about P17 now, so even though you've only seen me overtake one car, I've actually gained about 2-3 places. There's another one just gone past, so probably P16. In fact, the guy that's just come out of the pits with the green bonnet, the white nose, keep an eye on him, because we have a fantastic battle. We really do. It was awesome. Your name was Henry, something Henry, I can't remember the first name. Hats off, dude. It was fantastic. That was really a fantastic race. I realised quite early on he wasn't going to be too aggressive with me. You know, he was there, he was tit for toe with me. And when I realised he was giving me space when I needed to have space, I did the same for him. I just, there was 1 or 2 idiots in this race. I just went, no, I'm coming around the inside and tough shit. But yeah, it was, fantastic race. So keep an eye on him. For those that haven't been watching, it's a 25-minute race, which is about 17 laps, because these are quite short laps. And we've already done 10 minutes, so we're nearly halfway. So I noticed at this point that the guy behind me with the white nose, green bonnet, Henry, I noticed he was catching me, so I'm thinking, oh dear, that's not good. I can't be having someone catching me. So for the next sort of 5-10 laps, I put my head totally down. I'm now in full charge mode. But as I said, if you watch him, is once or twice he could have dived down the inside and possibly taken us both off. Certainly would have taken me off it by hitting my back end. But he didn't. And I was aware of that, so I paid the respect back later in the race. I'm not going to spoil it for you and tell you the outcome, but keep watching. Coming down to Maggots, I noticed he was going in a bit quicker than me. I'm braking there, right on the apex of that corner, down into second. But what I am getting is a quicker exit of this corner, which is how you should do that corner, because you got the long hanger straight then. And if you can come out of that last corner quicker, you're going to have a greater top speed coming down the straight. But as you can see, he's right on me. I fluffed that one a little bit, feeling the pressure a little bit, but I'm also controlling the speed coming around the last corner left field. And that means I can control effectively when you're accelerating out of it. There's wonderful camera angles. Here we go, across the start finish. He's very much on me, but I'm now going into full charge mode. Catching the apex as much as I can, as quick as on the throttle as I can. You can see the amount of speed I got out of there. Catching the guy in the blue and white up, trying to work out what he's going to do. I had to brake a little early there because I didn't trust what he was going to do, but he pulled out of the way of us two, which was nice because he realized we were much quicker. So I'm keeping an eye on Henry. You can see his netcode is not brilliant. There was one guy I was racing at one point, he was bouncing all over the place, his netcode was horrible. Could of course be mine, but I'm assuming it's theirs. So left field, again controlling the speed to make sure I can get the maximum across the line. Coming down to cops, I've got my groove on now, baby. So I'm. Oh, I didn't quite catch the apex there, saying that. So he goes for a charge down the inside, but I'm going to keep to the middle of the track because there's another left-hander coming up now as we approach Maggots. Braking as late as I dare, which pushes me a little wide on the exit of Maggots going down to the hanger straight. So he's pretty much alongside me, but I managed to get a slightly better acceleration out of Maggots. So got the apex spot on that time. Slight cut of the corner, but you get away with that one. Into left field, a little too fast, so just a dab of the brakes. On the throttle now, full throttle. Across the start finish line, which we don't get well. Director put a camera there. Okay, I've pulled a little bit of a gap there. I noticed that, so head down again. Into cops, full throttle, bang on the apex, spot on, full throttle out of it. A little bit of curb on the exit. Yeah, I've now gained another half a second on him. Down into Maggots, braking as late as I dare, but not too late so that it buggers up the exit because you've got to get on the throttle now, full throttle for the hanger straight. A little bit of where he was slightly better on his braking at the end of this straight. So I was trying to be aware of that. Yeah, see, he went for a big dive there. That actually surprised me, I wasn't expecting that. But luckily he managed to get on his brakes without hitting me. Because that would have really ruined my day. So a slightly better exit out of left field. Into cops, bang, on the apex again. Tiny bit of curb on the exit. Coming down to Maggots, as soon as I hit the apex, bang there. Hard braking, down into second. And full throttle now before you get out to the apex. It's a double apex corner, so You want to be full throttle before you sort of hit that middle part. That gives me maximum velocity, and you see the gap I've now pulled on him. He's a little better under brake. I've had a couple of spins in practice, so I was a little weary on this corner. If you go into it too hard, you just lose the back end very quickly. This is not a Formula 1 car at the end of the day. Into the really scenic part. Enjoy the scene. Sorry. Across the start finish. Very consistent times now. Middle 106.5 area. I did get a 106.1, which I think was fastest lap, which could have been either this one or the next one. And in the slight distance, I'm starting to see the sign of traffic. And according to my split times on the dash, they are on the same lap. They're not blue flags. So there could be trouble. There could be trouble. No, sorry. None of that. Could probably hear them there now. We're catching them quite quickly. Hopefully they've got the sense to realise we are catching them quite quickly. You can see them there. There's about 3, maybe 4 cars, I think it was, ahead of us. There was a blue flag guy in the middle of them, maybe. But generally they're all fighting for position. I have to say, compared to last week, it definitely felt a better class of race, apart from that beginning where a few people were just, yeah. But certainly the guys with blue flags were getting out of your way. They were not trying to fight you, which was really nice to see. Yeah, so there's 4 cars there ahead of us. The guy behind me, Henry, I think he's probably thinking, I could get caught up in the traffic and he could have, take that chance to pounce. But as I said, I'm in full aggressive mode. My head is down and I'm going for this. Come around, cops, again, bang on the apex, full throttle, catching a bit of curb. Coming out of maggots, keep to the right. Hit the sign, go over to the left. As soon as you're at the apex, bang, brake. Down 2 gears. Off the brakes, just throttle in the land, full throttle. A little bit of feathering just to tease it around. So Henry now is about 2 seconds behind me. I can see that on my split time, but I'm obviously now concentrating purely on the guys in front, because by the end of this lap I'll probably be on them. So into left field, I'm right up on the guy in the Haas, and you notice now my exit is a lot quicker than his, because he was just coming too early on the front, and you can't see it, Jesus. But basically I'm on the inside of him now. I've got past him. 1 down, 3 to go. Spot on the apex again, so about 5 laps in a row I was pretty much, every corner was near perfect. I just love Silverstone. I've done so many hours on this track on various games over the years. So Henry's just got past the guy behind, and I'm about to pounce on the guy in green in a moment. So again, coming to left field, I'm right up on him. All I need now is a quick exit, which I've got. You can see there, I'm starting to accelerate, and you lose it. What stupid idiot put a camera there? 2 down, 2 to go. However, Henry is sticking with me. He's still 2 seconds behind me, or 2.5. Obviously, he's been a little bit delayed. The guy in the blue there just pulled out the pits. He did actually try to fight with me. I don't know why, but he did. He didn't fight with me. The guy in front of me is the one with the really bad netcode. He was bouncing, flickering all over the place. So if your packet loss is too great, you do that. You just disappear, reappear. Which is really horrible when you're door-to-door racing because you don't know where they are half the time. So you see there, Henry's now up. He's about to overtake the light blue car. I also noticed the guy in front's got a lot of damage to his car. That's not a good sign. That means he's been in a few scuffles. So I'm watching him. He's probably going to brake either early or too much for cops. So on this time round, I'm not going to get full flop. I do get a good exit. So I'm going to keep with him all the way down now. I can see Henry's actually caught me up, so I don't want to be caught up by this guy too much. I've got the inside line for the hard right. He tries to undertake me, but I've now got the better acceleration coming out of that corner. So, in theory, I should have a greater top speed now. Henry pulls over behind me, trying to get the toe off me. Probably hoping I'll go straight past this guy. But I'm keeping the inside line. I'm keeping my eye on Henry as well, because he's going to take a dive, possibly. He goes for it. Ooh, he just brakes in time. But I'm now very aware he's right on me, so we've pushed our way through the traffic. There's still one more guy ahead of us. Now up to about P11. So I've gone from P20 to P11 in about 4 or 5 laps. In fact, we're about 20 minutes in, so there's about 5 minutes left, which is 6 laps maybe. Sorry, I just love that corner and I pulled way. But he's catching me on the last corner before left field. That's the one I can't ever remember the name of. So 80% of the track I'm probably quicker than him, and then there's that one corner he catches me on. Which I'm used to doing quite fast, but as I said, in practice I'd lost the back end a couple of times. So it just made me a little weary of it. This corner coming up now. Going for the dive. He was a blue flag guy, so he did get out of our way. Thank you, guy. Now Henry's on me. He's not going to be messing about now. He's going to be going for it, I think. Hello, coming around to the start finish now. Hopefully I should be alright, because let's say there's last 5, 6, maybe 8 laps I've been much quicker on cops than him. So here we go, yeah, Apex perfect, but so did he. I think he was learning my driving line, actually. So he's now quite on me, and I'm very aware of that. This could be interesting, so I'm watching my mirrors like a hawk. Go a little wide, and he gets a bit more speed than me. So coming down the hanger straight, he's now right on my back. He pulls alongside me. My spotter gives me the warning he's there. I'm also aware he's going to be better into this corner, so I actually brake a little early and basically let him have it. Because I didn't want to risk taking him off. But I'm thinking to myself, look, there's 3, 4 laps left, I can get him back. Just stick with him. Seriously. Coming around to the start finish, he's pulled a little bit away from me. I got better acceleration out of left field. He's coming down into curbs. Couldn't get full throttle on that one because he was right in front of me. But if I stick behind him, I'm going to be getting the toe off him, which is should give me a greater speed. Coming down from the Magus complex, a much tighter line than him, but he might have better acceleration than me out of it onto the hangar straight. We're also about to start approaching some traffic, and this is where some serious driving happens. So again, he's a little quicker for that first part of it. But then I tend to be quicker coming out of this. I don't know, I've learnt over the years to have the patience on that corner and just wait. And as you hit the apex on left field, you just flat out then, and then you get maximum speed down to start finish. And if you get cops right, you just fly in down towards Maggots. So I'm right on his tail. I think might be in the next lap. I was a bit weary going through that because I didn't want to go in too fast. But then I think that, well, I'll keep quiet. So hard braking, second gear, down round the back onto the hangar straight. This time trying to get better acceleration out of it. Also getting the toe off him. We're now coming up into back markers. Well, they're not actually back markers, they're actually ahead of us. We will be fighting for position with them. Ooh, I nearly hit man in the back there. I'm very aware he needed to brake early, so I was braking extra hard. I say, big respect to him because we had a fantastic race. I really enjoyed it. So across the start finish, we've pretty much got the Marlboro car in the bag, I think. He might have a go as we go through cops. He does, he sticks his nose between me, but I should have better acceleration out of it. We come across a bit quickly there, but again I've got the inside line for the hard right. Ooh, I do touch a little bit, but not enough to cause any serious damage to anyone. Puts me alongside Henry. I actually get better speed now because I've got the toe off the one in the Ferrari colours. Even though it's a Mazda. Love his cotton socks. So I've got ahead of Henry now, coming down into this corner. As we come into that corner, it was literally a case of who had the biggest balls. And I broke seriously late, very, very late. So I guess that means I got the biggest balls. But AC/DC's got the biggest balls of all. That doesn't get me into trouble. Sorry, YouTube. So I'm now ahead. There's 2 laps left by my reckoning. So I got through cops with full speed. I'm now ahead of Henry. Coming into Maggots, braking as late as I dare, but not too late. And flat on the accelerator by the time we get halfway around the double apex. Back onto the hangar straight. Henry's about 2 seconds behind me. We're all clear of the traffic. I'm now in P10, I think. I finished in P10, so I think I'm there. Hopefully when we cross the start-finish this time, we should see the white flag, indicating last lap. So coming around left field, about to lose us because of the... Coming on to the start-finish. Where's the dude? Where is he? Oh no, that's the finish. And I crossed the line there. I thought it was one more lap, but no, that was it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Qualified P2, my best qualification yet, on the front row. Got completely messed up on Lily Small then. Got completely messed up on the first corner. Down to 20th by the end of the second lap because I had to go into the pits to repair. And, but no, I was a P10, it's not as good as it could be, but I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a fantastic race, and I hope you did too. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Lets me know you're enjoying these and keeps me motivated to do some more. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much. And I hope to catch you next week for some more iRacing MX5 production car replays. Cheers now. Bye-bye.